Howdy, sailor. You like Spider-Man? I could show you a pretty good time. Hop in.
Try not to show the background too much. They could triangulate our location.
They're triangulating the location?
Yeah. I don't want to get Gavin freed. Which is a sad fucking thing to say. I'm so sorry that happened.
Yeah, that's some like some serious shit.
So anyway, it's 7:35, whatever day, September 7th or 6th, whichever. It's Thursday night. We are going to pick up the game, as the title of said video implies.
Said video.
What I wanted to talk about while we were on the way there is I think it would be interesting to just bring up how complicated my relationship with this game has become. Like any Spider-Man fan, I'm like super fucking excited. Obviously, right? I mean, look at the thing. It looks amazing. But there's just so much other stuff that's happened and has gone on since that has kind of shifted my perception a little bit and made it harder to be excited. Put your seatbelt on.
Yeah. God, Thomas, you're such a
Put your seatbelt on, you unsafe bastard. You're gonna die.
Listen, I'll die whenever I want.
Even though I'm like one of the biggest Spider-Man fans on the fucking planet. Like, you know, I've read all the comics. You can show me a cover of a Spider-Man comic from like any of the main ongoings and I can tell you what happens in it just from the cover. And someone that is that obsessed with this character, you'd think would be like beside himself, excited. But lately I've just had so much anxiety about this game. Like every time people talk about how close we are to it coming out, it doesn't feel like man, I can't believe we have to wait that long. It feels like this like ticking clock. It feels like a doomsday clock, like, oh, 72 hours, like, oh no. I'm starting to wonder why that is. Like, what exactly is causing that? I mean, sure, there's like, you know, the Spidey Squad drama that's always happening. I don't want to get too into that. It's just like people say things on Twitter or social media about the game that's, you know, if it's not like just full-on praise, they have a tendency to get attacked and are just like at the point where they're afraid to even talk about it anymore. Like a lot of people have told me that they're feeling like fatigue about it because of that. It's this special topic that you're not allowed to criticize or have any like questions about that might reflect poorly on the game itself or the people who've made it.
Yeah, I get it though. So I honestly, I was really hyped when I saw the first trailer for it.
We all were.
Everyone, well, it's like you had that one scene where he was jumping through the building, and I'm sure that's gonna be something like quick time maybe.
Yeah, looks like there's a lot of quick time events, which I'm fine with, I guess. I think one of the things that is holding it back for me is that because of like how big the Spider-Man retrospective got, which is pretty damn big, like I tallied it up, the views of that entire series add up to a little over 3 million. It's a lot of people who adore that series from me and are waiting with bated breath for me to do the next one. And there's a lot of high expectations for this new video. Like, some people were telling me that they're more excited for my video on the game than the game itself. And that is a weird thing to hear. That kind of freaks me out and makes me stressed, because I think like, God, that's a lot of pressure, because I hope the video is good. Then on top of that, it's like, I gotta make this kick-ass review, but also I gotta be careful what I say, because we've set this precedent where if you aren't super positive, you're gonna get in trouble. Uncharted 4 nonsense. Remember that? The guy gave it like a pretty like lukewarm score and was like, it's all right. And then it's like people like demanded that his publication like fire him and make him do a new review where he said it was perfect. He just said he didn't like it that much.
Oh yeah,
there shouldn't be a point of controversy.
Yeah, well, or like Ryan Reynolds and Green Lantern.
Well, how do you figure?
Well, because like, you know, you go into something like, hey, hell yeah, we can do this and we can do this really well, and then like you get to like the end and it's not selling, and even like the directors are basically like, we disown this movie as our own. but they're forever engraved into the movie as, you know, directed by blah blah.
Yeah, like their name's always going to be attached to it. So I'm always going to be attached to Spider-Man games. And there's always going to be that question of like, what do you think of the new one? Are you going to do a video on it? Are you going to do live stream? Are you going to do a Let's Play? Like, high expectations. And I'm really scared. Like, sometimes I have like panic attacks thinking like, what if I say that like, I didn't like a boss fight from it and it was really boring, right? And then people freak out and dox me, right? Like, just because that sounds like an insane overreaction and like it wouldn't happen, but that does happen. People freak out like that, you know? Do I censor my opinion and do a video that's just overly positive just so I can both get them off my back and also not piss them off, or should I be honest? Because if there's stuff I'm not gonna like, I feel like I owe it to myself and the audience to say so. Plus, I think the video would be more entertaining if I wasn't just praising it infinitely the whole way through. I feel like my most boring videos are the ones where I'm just like, this game's awesome the whole way through. Like my Ultimate Spider-Man review.
Baton Death March?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
no?
being walked to my suicide point.
Dude, we're like Logan Paul.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god, you could put Logan Paul in your title? Clickbait.
I'll just put it up on screen. All right, that'll be what the clickbait thumbnail will be. Don't know what people want anymore.
Dude, you sound like you're having an existential crisis right now.
I kind of am. That's what all the sandwich metaphors are about. It's a delicate line of giving people what they want, but also staying true to yourself as a creator.
Yeah.
Artsy. Wait for an hour for them to put it out.
Will they put it out? Pressing. So what happened?
So apparently at this fine establishment, which is known for swell business practices, apparently it's not going to be available until midnight, even though everyone keeps saying 9 o'clock release online. Alright, never mind. I guess we'll go somewhere else. You want to try one of the GameStops at the mall?
This is gonna be a shit show.
That's kind of what I was hoping for. I want it to be an adventure. It'd be boring if we just got it on the first try.
You fucking kidding me? You wanna walk?
I don't
all the
want
way
to
over
walk.
there?
It's not that far.
But I really don't feel like walking today.
All right.
I've had a really nice lazy day. I just want
keep
a
it
little.
that way?
Yeah,
All right.
that exact.
I also don't even know if they're still open right now, so we'll find out.
Yeah, we will.
Let's see. Do they have their hours listed?
Oh, they're up till 10.
Okay.
Let's get
Well-
fucking in there.
Probably turn the camera off for now.
So what was that?
They didn't have it either. Apparently they don't get new games. They get it like a couple weeks after the fact. I just wanted to check since it was on the way. GameStop's still the main goal. I know everyone's probably in the comments going, why didn't you just fucking pre-order it so you could just go pick it up, stupid? It's because I actually kind of like this. I don't know. I mean, I know it might be annoying for some people, but I don't know. I just have the fun just going on the hunt, I guess.
I guess you do. You special boy.
There's conflict because we want the game, but we're not getting it, which means that there's something to do. Life is boring if everything's just easy.
That's right.
So
Struggle.
honestly, it's actually more interesting to me. I actually kind of like that we're doing this because it means I get to hang out with my friend a little longer and we get to walk around and talk.
And
All right, so we got the thingy. I bought it an hour in advance, so we're gonna wait until about 9 o'clock since we're a little early, and then we'll be one of the first people to get it. So coming here early was a good idea. Now we won't have to wait in line nearly as long. We're like number 10 out of like God knows how many. The employees are really cool and actually asked me why we had a camera, and we told them about the channel and everything, and I actually recommended my videos to a couple people and showed them this whole thing. Yeah. So we're just gonna bomb around and wait until 9 o'clock and then pick it up. Yeah. We're trying to remember where exactly in this place you can buy dildos, because I know that's a thing. I couldn't remember which store it was, but I know there's one of them. I'm gonna have to remember for... Oh, I'm not gonna finish that joke.
Yeah, you take it.
All right. There it is.
Dude.
All right, we're heading back. I'm holding the camera now. Skip merrily on your way there, my boy. I hope I just trip and die. You like ruined all the fun of an escalator. You'd like missed the point entirely of why the escalator is fun. You're a disappointment.
You're a disappointment.
That's true. I'm not gonna fight you on that one.
Hey, it's not fighting anymore, okay?
Let's not fight. I'm sorry, Carl.
I'm sorry.
Let's eat turkey sandwiches together.
I don't like turkey though.
You fucker. Okay, the time is about here. We're about to get in line. We'll go pick it up from the GameStop in this mall. You know, I think the developers of this game might hate me. That's reasonable. But no, like I actually think, because James Stevenson unfollowed me on Twitter. He didn't block me, he just unfollowed me.
Straight up unfollowed.
Because someone leaked a list of what the costumes were. And I posted, it was like, hey, here's what I think these costumes are. Because it was just like tiny little thumbnail logos of like the chests on them.
Yeah.
I was like, here's what I think I'm seeing here. And I did like a whole thread on Twitter. I was like, I think this suit is this one, which is from this book. And like, just like did a thing like that. And the community director, the game developer, got so pissed off that he unfollowed me. And I don't know if it was directed at me.
Just because you're a versed Spider-Man fan doesn't mean he has to get all butthurt that you know what symbols are which.
No, it's not. It's just because I mean, it is kind of a spoiler, and I posted that, and that's on me. But it's not really a story spoiler so much. It's a spoiler for here's what suits are going to be in the game. And even then, I actually because I was speculating, and some of what I put on the list was wrong. I wasn't trying to spoil anything for anyone, just because I also had assumed that everyone was going to see that fucking list by the end of the day. It was just like, why not?
Eventually, if not you, someone else.
Yeah, right? So, I don't know. That might be a flimsy justification, but I didn't think it would be too harmful, but I feel like James Stevenson might hate me. I also DM'd Insomniac Games on their Twitter once, just trying to show them my series and like, you know, tell them about myself so maybe I could get kind of in good with them. They didn't reply and then eventually closed their DMs. Not because of me, I think because everyone started harassing them about the Raimi suit. But thus far my attempts at... See, I know they're aware of me because the community director followed me on Twitter. Like, this is kind of a big thing. But I don't think they like me. I think I'm too provocative for them. I'm not quite like an agreeable kind of golden boy that you can just use to advertise your game. Like I'm controversial, and I'm okay with that.
You're
I don't expect them to want me around because I'm kind of a crazy asshole sometimes. So good. Got it.
Dude,
what a fun adventure that was.
Dude, what a fun adventure. Think of all the times. Dude, we'll look at this when we're famous and be like, oh my god, that's what got us started.
Yeah, this is where the real money is. We're at the mall. We're coming out now. We just got it. Yeah. No, well, we did, but they said they wouldn't have it till midnight, so we went to the mall and just like pre-ordered it an hour before. Spider-Man Rise of Doc Ock, probably, since he's most likely the bad guy. You know why I think Doc Ock is the main bad guy?
Because he's been the biggest thing since 2017.
Because Dan Slott apparently has his hooks in the story, and you know he can't help himself. He makes Doc Ock the main bad guy in everything. It's just me guessing.
Don Slott's behind it all.
Dan Slott, yeah. Dan Slott dressed as Doc Ock.
Dan Slott. He can't keep his dick out of Doc Ock.
This box art, also very bland. You could do something way cooler. I wanted them to use the Alex Ross cover. That would have been way cooler. In fact, I hope this thing's reversible, so that's in there. All right, see you in a few minutes then.
But oh boy, is that a pretty long install time. This is why PlayStation is better, everyone. You put your game in, and then you get to be excited to play it for a whole extra 2 hours before it's ready. You don't get that experience with Xbox.
Delicious.
What are we filming for?
Yay!
I'm confused.
I'm just vlogging the experience of getting the game.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Sir
Okay.
Sipius, I missed you.
Hi. It's been like a week.
I know.
A little less. Uh,
There's actually story DLC, like expansions where you fight extra villains. Like there's a DLC with Black Cat where she pulls a heist.
Alright. But is Scorpion in this for sure?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Why, do you like Scorpion?
No, I just have a distinct memory of really hating a mission in one of the older games.
Listen, you could go onto Twitch right now, and the biggest thing in gaming is gonna be Spider-Man PS4.
I see the
Other than
news
Fortnite.
confirmed.
Other than Fortnite.